Newton's laws of motion. Before learning the laws, let us understand what is force and mass. Force is nothing but a push or a pull required to change an object's movement or motion. It is a vector quantity, which means that it has both magnitude and direction. Now, types of forces. There are mainly two types. They are contact and non-contact. Non-contact, also known as field forces. Now, examples of both categories. First one is contact forces, that is, examples are friction, tension, etc. In case of field forces, gravitational, electrical, magnetic, applied, spring induced forces, etc. Now, a new term to be learned, that is inertia. It is the inability to change its state from motion or rest. That is, an object has an inability to change its state from either from motion or from rest. So this inability inertia is connected with mass. As mass increases, inertia of an object also increases. Now let's learn the first law of motion. Before that, Sir Isaac Newton introduced the laws of motion, who is also the discoverer of law of gravity. There are three laws of motions, of which we are going to learn the first law. Newton's first law states that an object at rest tends to stay at rest and an object in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by a external unbalanced force. What does this mean? What does it mean? Which means that an object at rest tends to stay at rest. That is, if an object is at rest, it remains at rest, and an object which is keep on moves until an unbalanced force, external unbalanced force act upon it. So, for moving an object from rest or to stop an object which is moving, we need an external unbalanced force. That what this law states. Now, what is mean by an unbalanced force? If the forces of an object are equal and opposite, they are they are said to be balanced, and the object experience no change in motion. That is, if the object experience an equal and opposite force, then the force it experiences is called balanced. If they are not equal and opposite, then the forces are unbalanced and the movement of the object changes. So, unbalanced force is nothing but the force acting on an object is not equal and opposite, and the motion of the object changes. Then the force is said to be unbalanced force. Now, Newton's first law of motion is also called a law of inertia. That is, inertia, as said earlier, it is the tendency of an object to resist changes in its state of motion or state of rest. So, the first law states that all objects have inertia, and more mass an object has, the more inertia it has. Okay, understood? So, we learned first law of motion. Now in next class we will be learning second law of motion, from where we get the equation of force. Okay, thank you.